fashion revolution was born out of a tragedy. So it was the Rana Plaza disaster in 2013, where a building, a factory complex collapsed in Dhaka, Bangladesh, killing 1,134 people and injuring many, many more. What was very tragic about this catastrophe was that it was both predictable as it was avoidable. It was just one of the many accidents throughout the fashion supply chain. And I think any one of us that had been working within this field of sustainability in the fashion industry and in the fashion and textile supply chain felt that really it was enough. Really, enough was enough. You know, it was as if too much had happened and too many injustices. I think where we reached further than others is because it happened very much in London, where there was a leading movement already of people that had collaborated for many years on this particular subject. So it was easy to form a team of experts, a team of people that were passionate, a team of people that were ready to abandon everything and become involved straight away and give their expertise, their passion, their time above all. And so the rest is history. We are now in 92 countries worldwide.
I think it's at a point in time where something's got to change. And for me, fashion revolution is one of the big catalysts of that change. Ultimately, our vision is that we want to see a fashion industry that values people across the entire value chain, the environment, and creativity, as well as profits in equal measure.
It's been incredible seeing how far Fashion Revolution's grown in just 3 years. We've now got 92 country coordinators around the world, bringing the Fashion Revolution into their own country in their own brilliant, creative ways. And the thing is, there's so many people doing incredible things to change the fashion industry, and what Fashion Revolution does is help bring those people together.
I think the difficulties in changing the fashion industry is that, bizarrely enough, the fashion industry is old-fashioned, and despite being the second most polluting industry in the world, despite its huge social and environmental impact, it's a very slow beast to move because it is so gigantic. So it's difficult to advocate for a change when you know that citizens and users are wanting to see change happen. It may seem to people that it's almost as if the problem that has been inherited is so massive that it's difficult to wake up in the morning, be motivated, and actually affect some change. So we try and turn that around and make people feel that they are a part of the solution, that just as the fashion industry is so incredibly multifaceted, there are a million ways that people can become involved and become an active voice of change. So whether it's small changes to their daily habits, their shopping habits, their buying habits, or whether it's bigger changes such as becoming directly involved in campaigning or other campaigns, our motto is be curious, find out, do something. And the way that we hope to affect change is by encouraging citizens worldwide, all ages, to find what suits them in terms of being a part of the revolution. What is the right way for them to advocate change? How to nurture that light inside of them that tells them, yes, I want to be a part of this movement.
So the Fashion Transparency Index, this is the second edition, and we will be scoring 100 of the biggest global brands on how transparent they are about their supply chains. So, answering this question, who made my clothes? The ways that we're, looking at what brands are communicating is we're looking at what supply chain information that they're sharing about both their social and environmental impact on their websites, in their sustainability reports, or their financial reports. That will come out on Fashion Revolution Day on the 24th of April, 2017. The Garment Worker Diaries project is I'm really excited about it. It's something that we are supporting an organization from the US called Microfinance Opportunities on, and it's a year-long research study on 540 garment workers in Cambodia, Bangladesh, and India. And we're documenting their daily lives, looking at their wages, looking at their working conditions and the way that they live to better understand what life is like to be a garment worker in those 3 countries.
Alongside this project, we'll also be collecting photographs from the garment workers, which will shine a light into their lives. And through their stories, we hope we can really help connect people with the people who are making our clothes.
I think in terms of involving the younger generations that aren't necessarily designers in becoming involved in something such as fashion revolution, it's important to look at this movement as a new avant-garde. You know, fashion responds well to being political, and 100% of the population wears clothes. So the link in there is to make people feel that they are responsible for the choices that they make, and both through creativity and activism we can redress this industry. You know, from the start we can prepare it for change. Again, because the fashion industry is so aesthetics, so involved with aesthetics, we have a responsibility in the sense that clothes are our chosen skin. So what we wear speaks the principles that we hold inside. You can eat organic broccoli all day long and no one is ever going to know, but if you wear a designer or if you wear a label that is recognizably a label that works sustainably, then you are saying these things matter to me. And that is, I think, the huge power in terms of the fashion industry in order to lead. And people, young people, use clothes as a form of self-expression. This is not just in fashion, this is in music, in film. I mean, clothes are who we are at the same time. And, you know, fashion responds to being a political force. We can look at many movements in the past, you know, from punk to grunge, in which we've used clothes to spread a message. And this is the most important message that we can spread with the clothes that we are wearing, because we are spreading a message of equality, a message of change, of looking after our planet.
This year we're doing our first ever fanzine, which is focusing on how money and power flow through the fashion industry. We did a call to submissions, inviting our whole Fashion Revolution community to submit their work for our Fashion Revolution fanzine. And it's been amazing. We were completely overwhelmed with entries, and it's been amazing to see how creative our community are. The Fashion Revolutionaries are the best. It's going to be a really great educational book, teaching you about where your clothes come from, who made them, and what you can do to make a really positive impact in the fashion industry. So it's really overwhelming sometimes to know what you can do as a citizen about the fashion industry. There's so many issues and you feel like there's nothing you can really do about it. And we want to show that there are things that you can do. It can be as simple as asking who made your clothes, asking the brands to show you the people who made them.
I really hope that Fashion Revolution changes people's perceptions of their clothing. I really feel that a lot of people don't understand how their clothes are made, that they're made by people's hands and blood and sweat and tears, and you know, that the people at the other end of the supply chain are really getting squeezed by our voracious appetite for lots and lots of cheap clothing. And I really hope that Fashion Revolution is successful in kind of changing people's perceptions about what they wear, so that they love their clothes more and they cherish the craft and the production of what they wear every day.
Because nobody wants to wear clothes that are made by a child or by a woman who's being verbally abused or harassed. Nobody wants to wear clothes that were made by someone we're using toxic chemicals. We want to wear clothes that express who we are, that are made of love and wonderful stories. So we want to really make sure that people understand that there is something they can do, they can ask for that. I almost imagine there's no need for a fashion revolution in the future because we've already achieved it. That would be the dream goal, no need for one. My dream for fashion revolution is that brands start to disclose more information about their supply chains, because when we can see the problems in the fashion industry, then we can start to do something about it, and it's only until we make that visible that we can start to act on it. So my dream is that all brands are 100% transparent and that consumers are empowered to do something about it.
What's my biggest dream for Fashion Revolution? I don't know, Fashion Revolution has been defying all expectations from the second it was born. It's been a dream come true in itself, not just the people that I work with daily, the team. The Fashion Revolution team is an amazing team. It's a team that makes me happy every day to be involved. It's a privilege to work with the people that, I work with, and we all work together. And to have seen it have such traction in itself is a dream. So I don't even know whether I dare dream any further. It seems to me that what we have achieved so far is already the dream.